Good morning, guys. It's Wednesday morning. It's also payday, so I have a couple of things I need to do. Jaina is awake. I think Lucy might be awake too. I'm not sure. She's kind of moving around a little bit, but I don't think she's fully awake yet. Annie's still asleep. Obviously, I'm awake. I'm hiding out in my bathroom because I want to talk about something coming up, and it's nothing bad. It's just, I just don't think I can handle like two people and their health issues at the same time. You guys already know about my mom being really sick and that whole ordeal. Now my husband has been having a couple of health issues as well. It's nowhere near the stages of my mom, but it does need to be checked out. And there are a lot of issues with him being a diabetic as well. He's been having a lot of trouble lately, and they have an appointment scheduled for him in 2 weeks. So they're gonna get, it's a brand new doctor. The other doctor he had, just too old school. And I like old school doctors because they're honest and blunt, and some of them will actually listen to you. But this old school doctor he had in particular did nothing but prescribe medication, and that was it. So he wouldn't listen or anything. He just, every time he just put my husband on just some sort of different medication. He was on blood pressure medication, he was on blood sugar medication, he was on heart medication for a while because his blood sugar shot through the roof so high that it actually stopped his heart. And this was a couple of years ago. They had him on the nitro pills. If I'm saying that correctly, it's early, so I might not even be saying that correctly. But I'm hiding out in my bathroom because I don't want my kids to hear. And there's a couple of issues going on, and it's very concerning because he has a huge family history of people being diabetic, of people getting different types of cancers, and there's a long, strong line of genetics there, with both of his parents passing away at a very early age, and a lot of his aunts and uncles passing away at a very early age because of different types of cancers. And there's a strong genetic component with him being sick. So we're gonna go get all that checked out and pretty much gonna go from there. I don't want to divulge too much of my husband's private information, but he didn't want to deal with any of his health issues until after my mom was back home. And my mom is back home, by the way. They let her out early because she was doing pretty well, so she's home and resting and comfortable. My sister is keeping me updated, and my sister and my stepdad are home with her for the week, so she's in good hands. And my husband didn't want to have his health issues on top of her health issues on my shoulders, which I kind of yelled at him about, because if you need something checked out, you need something checked out. I can handle, or at least I thought I could handle, a lot at once. But he basically did it to save my sanity, I guess. But he's getting it checked out, and we're just gonna pretty much go from there. I don't want to worry too much about it because it could be nothing, but it could be something. So we're just gonna go from there.
I see you. Wait, Paul, I see. One, see.
She has speech therapy this afternoon, and she's actually due for a bath. I need to wash her hair as well. Jaina and I also have plans for the day. I promised her yesterday we would go out and do something, but I was in a little bit of a time crunch to get things done because I had to get groceries and clean house and work and everything else. So there really wasn't a lot of time to squeeze in. So today, Mini-Me and I are going to go out and do something. I don't know just what. Even if it's just to go out and run a couple of errands or fill up the car with gas or something, or maybe just run to the store really quickly. I promised her I'd just get her out with me for the day because it's just so hard, and I know she feels left out sometimes with all the things that are going on with Lucy and Annie and my mom. She really does feel left out. So I really do try and make an effort to get her involved and to do some of the things that she wants to do, because I know it's hard being a sibling to kids with extra needs and stuff. So it's... What are you doing? It's underwater. Okay. But also tomorrow, it's so funny because their school called me really early this morning and said that they had some sort of summer thing going on tomorrow for the kids, and it's at the splash pad. So I'm gonna take, it's her and Jaina, it's her and Lucy, and I'm pretty sure I can take Annie because she'll be starting in the school district this year too. So it's like this summer thing for the school kids. So we have that coming up tomorrow. What you need, baby?
I'm looking for my little glass bottle of perfume.
It's on the top shelf.
Top shelf.
Yeah. So right now, we're just watching TV. I've already cleaned the house. Annie's out of the tub. Sucker Punch is on the FX network right now. And Lucy has such an attraction to Oscar Isaac. She adores that man so much. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Oscar Isaac, you know he's Poe Dameron in The Force Awakens. He also did a movie a few years ago, Sucker Punch. If you've never seen Sucker Punch, I highly, highly recommend it. It's such a great movie. If you're into fantasy and steampunk and psychological movies, it's really good. And it's one of those movies that you have to pay attention to at the very beginning, otherwise you're going to be completely lost. But it's so worth it. This movie is extremely underrated, and I don't think a lot of people that I personally know have seen it. But it has this really weird cult following online, and you can find a lot of people who like it on the internet. But it's such a good movie. If you haven't seen it, then please watch it. It's really good. And Oscar Isaac's character is kind of like a bad guy. I don't want to give too much away in case you haven't seen it, but it's so good. It's one of those movies that it's kind of like it's kind of hard to explain, but if you haven't seen Sucker Punch, go watch it, go find it, go rent it, download it, whatever. But please watch this movie. It is so freaking amazing. And I like the fact that my girls are getting into movies with like strong female characters and strong female actresses who portray like women who can do just about anything, and women who brave almost the unthinkable. I love that. But yeah, go and watch this movie sometime. It's really awesome. And I just thought about something else. Lucy can pick up on minor details that most people miss, which is why this movie is so easy for her to follow. I don't want to give away too much because I highly recommend this, but like I said, you have to pay close attention. This is why this movie has such an underground following and didn't gain that much mainstream notice, because people just didn't pay attention and didn't get it the first time. But you have to pay really close attention to everything, and Lucy can pick out all these details that people missed from like the very first viewing. And there's scenes where in the movie it's really psychological, and it's I say that enough. But there's scenes where it's just all in the main character's head, and it switches back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Lucy, when watching this, she was able to pick up very quickly, very fast, immediately, how the movie kind of transitions from like what's actually happening to what's going on inside the main character's head, and it goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So you have to pay attention, and it's such a good movie. It's really good. I cannot say that enough. But there's so many details that get lost if you don't pay attention, and Lucy was able to pick up on so many things that I didn't even notice, that her dad didn't even notice, and she was pointing out everything, and it's such a good movie, guys. If you have a kid who's very detailed oriented and they like movies, find stuff that people don't understand. You'll be surprised at how much they'll actually get. Even if you don't think they'll understand, even if you don't think they'll get it, you'll be surprised at how much they actually do pick up. Which is why when it comes to kids with autism, they're so detailed oriented already, they can figure out these movies that people have a hard time comprehending. And just try it. Just try it. Trust me on this. Find stuff that you don't think they'll be able to understand. You will be really surprised. So, Mini-Me and I have been shopping. We went to the Dollar Tree and we just got out of Walmart. Now, before I get home and tell you guys about our haul and what we bought, because I want to do a proper haul this time, there are some snotty cashiers at my Walmart. You know how you have the self-checkout, and it doesn't matter how you operate the self-checkout. You can follow the instructions to the T regarding the bagging area and putting stuff in and taking stuff out and scanning your items. You can do it perfectly, and it'll still tell you that you're wrong. It'll still tell you to wait for assistance. There was like 3 cashiers behind me, and I made the remark that, I'm scanning my stuff the way it should be, because I would scan it and put it in the bag that's right beside the scanning thing. I overheard one of them say, she said she's scanning her items, but she's not. Bull crap. You can look at the screen and it'll tell you if you're scanning your stuff. I'm scanning my stuff. Every single thing that I would scan, I'd put in the bags. Take the bag out and put it in my cart. She was getting an attitude. So I got one bag. I said, you know what, maybe if you guys want something to the effect of maybe if these things would be easier, to handle, it'd be as smart and as helpful as as it's supposed to be, then this wouldn't happen. And I said, this is just way too much freaking work. I shouldn't have to rescan an item and keep rescanning my stuff just because these machines are completely useless. Because by the time it took us to get through the self-checkout area, I could have gone through an actual line, even though the lines were completely packed. By the time it took us to get out of the self-checkout area, I could have gone through a line. It's just ridiculous. And then you have these snot-nosed attitude people who think they're queens because they have a Walmart job. No, I'm not knocking Walmart jobs, because people need to work. But drop the attitude. Because people are scanning their items. We're not stealing. We're scanning our items and putting them in bags and then putting them in our carts. You can look on the screen and tell. Quit being a jerk. So we have a blowout. There's Jana holding the drinks.
Flat tire. Bad news. No.
Flat tire. Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. We got this. He found a used tire for like 25 bucks, so he's gonna put one on. And luckily we made it somewhere safe. Got off the road. Back up, baby. No, stay over here. It's fine. We were grabbing like a late lunch type thing, and it happened up in the middle of the highway. It wasn't too far off the highway to where I couldn't get help, but we made it here. And I was just gonna drag it in the garage and put one on. And I'm really glad Jana is here when it happened, because it's teaching her how to handle situations like this, not to panic, find help as quick as possible, get off the road as quick as possible, and just do what you have to do. Find help, don't worry about money. Luckily we have the money to handle it because I got paid today.
You know
what? What, baby?
If I ever have a flat tire and I'm in a neighborhood I don't know, I'm gonna have a phone book with me and a lot of money. I'm gonna see if I can find the closest nearby place like this and see if I can get my tire changed.
That's a good tactic. Have extra money on you just in case of an emergency.
And a phone book.
Have a phone book with you.
Yes.
Contact numbers are important.
Yes.
Money's important for emergencies. Make sure you have all that on you, because she's actually pretty right. Not sure if you guys can see.
That is really bad.
The storm behind us that's trying to roll in, but we're outside waiting for the car. He's working on it now. I'm just trying to make it home, guys. That's all I want to do. I just want to go home.
Me too.
And you know what? We don't even live too far from here. We could probably walk if we had to, but
yeah.
I have stuff in the trunk from the stores from earlier, and then we have our food that we have to get home too. So, and I'm not about to walk my daughter down this hallway or down this highway either. So,
look, I missed my chance to mow the lawn with Daddy.
it's gonna rain.
No.
So this is some of the stuff I got from Walmart today. I got an e.l.f. eyeshadow palette. Let me shut the door. My mini-me's being kind of loud right now. But this is the Happy Hour colors with the light purple and the violet and the light color base. I really like these colors. Clothes I got for Annie. Now I'm stockpiling school stuff now, even though it's only July, or it's still June, almost July, because I have 3 kids that I have to prepare for. So I'm starting with Annie first, this time around. So far she has a Paw Patrol t-shirt. She's really into Paw Patrol nowadays, so got her a Sky t-shirt, some skirts. Now these are Auger animals, by the way, and like the skirts are $3.88. And some of the other things are $2.88. So they're really inexpensive to buy, which is why I try to get a lot when I can. Shorts for $2.88. A skirt for $3.88. And as you can see, most of her clothes are about $3T. Another shirt. This it's a doggy with ice cream. I thought it was really cute. This was about, where's the tag? There was a tag on this. I think it was about $3.88 too. Another shirt that says, "Girls are superstars." This one's 4T. It's because it's the only size that I can find in this shirt, and she's going to grow into it anyway, so. Now these next items are from the Dollar Tree. I don't go there very often anymore because I just don't have the time. But today, Dana and I took a little trip up there. I got some more hair bows because I'll give it to you in a minute. Shut the door, please. I got some more elastic bands because a little somebody who I won't mention keeps running off with my hair ties. All the little ones with the bobs on them, they're going to go to the kids, or the regular ones I'm going to keep for work. Some Fergie Wet n Wild mascara. Now, I normally stay away from like celebrity endorsed products, but this one looked pretty interesting and I wanted to try it, so it was only $1. So this is, I think, Very Black or Intense Ultra Black. Some more lipstick. This is Dark Wine. Because of my skin complexion and my skin tone, I can't wear very many dark colors, but colors like this I can easily pull off. And I can't wear any of the bright reds either. Those will work just fine. Some beauty cream. This is Light or Pale. If you can't tell, I'm actually very fair skinned, and this is BB cream. Now they used to market this for a whole lot more than what they do now. This is only $1 now, but this used to be a lot more than $1, so I snagged this. This is what Jana was after, her lip balm. I buy her lip balm all the freaking time, and she's always losing it.
but this is strawberry. And then of course I brought them a new hairbrush because they lose the ones they have to begin with. We've got like 8 hairbrushes floating around the house. I don't even know where they all went. And this, I had to buy more of this. This is what I use on Lucy and Annie's hair. If you watched any of my other vlogs, especially my hair care for autistic girls, this is what I use for Lucy. And it's Salon Selective's corrective hair treatment. Now, what it does, it conditions the hair very, very thoroughly. There's no tangles, there's no pulling, no ouchies, and it says just to rinse off when you're done. However, I usually leave this in because it makes a really, really good leave-in conditioner, and it helps for just protecting the hair and keeping it detangled out throughout the day. So that was a must-have for us. And I just missed it. It was lightning just as soon as I turned off my camera. See if I can catch a little more. This is supposedly a dangerous storm, but we didn't get that much of it. So, I mean, that's not to say it's not dangerous. I mean, it's headed in that direction. It's probably picking up a little bit steam as it goes along as well. And all it is just wind and hail and rain. That is like uber cool the way those clouds are, how fast they're moving. The breeze actually feels pretty good too, because it was really humid and hot earlier, and now it dropped like maybe 20-25 degrees. It feels really good just standing out here. So guys, it's after 10 o'clock and I'm starting to wind down, and I obviously haven't yet uploaded any of this, which I'm going to get to in a minute. I tried to take some time out to enjoy myself. Hang on, my lighting's going berserk here. I tried to take a little bit of time to myself, and does anybody else have this issue the minute they get involved with something that they want to do? And it's not being selfish, it's just, you know, taking care, you know, of yourself and getting a breather just for, you know, a little while. But the minute you get occupied with something that you want to do, your kids go all crazy. That's what it's been like this. It's kind of like they sense that you're doing something else other than paying them attention, and they go all completely nuts. That's what it's been like for the past few hours. And I'm not necessarily saying it's a bad thing, but I'm just really tired right now, and I'm sorry about the lighting. It's really dark in here, and my bathroom isn't the best place to vlog, but it is the quietest. So I'm just gonna have to deal with this until I can get the lighting fixed, which we're working on. So I hope you guys are having a fabulous night, and like usual, like, subscribe, and comment, and share if you like what you see here. And I will see you guys later. Bye.